7 things which break the fast that we shall remember for our Ramzan. 7 basic things. I would not say only 7 things, 7 basic things as understood by the Muslim scholars. What are those 7 things? The first and foremost, deliberately eating or drinking something. Yeah, just so common, everybody knows it. If you deliberately eat or drink something from Sahri till Iftar. What is Sahri? Sahri is the food that you eat before the sunrise, at the time of Fajr, before Fajr, and then you stop eating and drinking till Iftar, breaking of the fast. During this time, deliberately eating or drinking anything. What does it mean? By mistake you did it, your fast doesn't break. A Sahabi came and he said, Ya Rasulullah, by mistake I drank water. The Prophet said that water that you drank by mistake during fasting was a part of your muqaddar. That risk was a part of your muqaddar. Allah made it have. So by mistake happens, no issues. Deliberately, the fast breaks. The second thing is deliberately intaking anything from mouth or from nose that gets swallowed down the food pipe. Anything that you take from nose or from your mouth deliberately, and it gets swallowed down through the food pipe. The second. The third, deliberately vomiting. Putting fingers inside and vomiting deliberately. Vomiting happens naturally, no issues. Deliberate vomiting, it's not permissible. You may ask a question, when I am vomiting, I am actually spilling out something. I am not swallowing. No, while vomiting deliberately, majority portion gets spilled out. Still you swallow a part of it. So it breaks the fast. The third one. Fourth, having sexual intercourse with the wife. Right? So now some stupid, silly question should not be asked by anybody. Okay, can I do zina then, if not with the wife? There is no way. The only way you can fulfill your biological need is intercourse between legal husband and wife according to the sunnah concept of nikah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. No live-in relationship, no court marriages in Islam. According to the legal condition allowed by Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Surah Baqarah, Surah number 2, ayat number 187, Allah said, you shall not have sexual intercourse throughout the day when you are fasting with your wives. Punishment for it, hadith number 1936. A Sahabi came and he said, Ya Rasulullah, I had sexual intercourse with my wife. The Prophet ﷺ said, 2 solutions he gave. Asked him to choose either of them. So the 2 solutions given, 1, 60 days, 2 consecutive lunar months you will fast. Suppose you fasted 57 days. 58th day you couldn't fast, then again you will have to begin with 1, 2, 3 and 4. 60 consecutive days, or food to be given to 60 people who are hungry. 60 poor people hungry. Right? Which food? So you should not give ration kits. Prepared food. Not ration. Prepared food to 60 people. Clear? Now this has been as a solution. Still, you shall keep seeking Allah's forgiveness till you die. It's a major sin. So no sexual intercourse with the wife. Condition number 1 is no deliberate eating and drinking of food. Nothing should go inside your food pipe by deliberately swallowing through the mouth or taking it from the nose. Third, deliberate vomiting. Fourth, no sexual intercourse with your wives or the wives with the husbands. Fifth, no masturbation. What is masturbation? Any artificial way adopted by a man or a woman, boy or a girl who acquire the biological pleasure that you get when you fulfill the biological need, when you get that complete pleasure through masturbation, then that's haram. That breaks the fast. All these things, they break the fast. Understand? This was 5th. What is 6th? Hijama. cupping. When you read Abu Dawud, Muhammad Sallallahu cursed the one who does hijama and the one who gets it done. But according to certain scholars, this command of Muhammad Sallallahu was abrogated because there is a hadith number 1939, where Muhammad Sallallahu himself got hijama done in Ramzan. So when the scholars study both these hadiths, they said that because that was a command and this was an action of Muhammad Sallallahu, so if today if anybody goes to do hijama, if by any chance he becomes so weak because of the flow of blood, or she becomes so weak because of the flow of blood, and then suddenly they need to be medicated, that will break their fast immediately, right? So you shall not take the risk of doing hijama during fasting. It's not such an emergency that you can't wait till the Ramzan is over. So you shall avoid doing hijama during Ramzan, that is cupping during Ramzan. How many now? 6 over. First, no deliberate eating food or taking water. Nothing should be swallowed from your pipeline. Second. Third, no deliberate vomiting. Fourth, no sexual intercourse. Fifth, no masturbation. Sixth, no cupping, no hijama. Seventh, it is for sisters. If menstruation starts or if they deliver a baby during the month of Ramadan, that postpartum bleeding period, to that extent you cannot fast. Your fast breaks immediately. Suppose menstruation started during the day. After Zohar, you made Zohar Salah, menstruation started. The fast broke immediately. You can't say, I will continue the fast. That fast is void now. But according to a hadith of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Tirmizi, hadith number 787, the Sahabiyat said Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam commanded for the fasts that you could not make during Ramzan because of menstruation. And it also includes, in the hadith it is menstruation, but it will include the postpartum bleeding also. The fasts you did not make, you shall compensate it later. The Prophet, the Sahabiyat said, we were commanded to compensate the fasts, but not the salah that we could not make during that time. So what the women have to do, the seventh for the women is, that breaks the fast, is their menstruation cycle or postpartum bleeding.